Cold Chisel, you say? Of course. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. You got nothing I want. Official video. This is a coffee request by Vicky. Thank you so much for the support. So she has sent me some information here, which I will now read publicly. So this is You Got Nothing I Want from 1981. It was written as a FU to the US music promoter Marty Swartz, who was supposed to break Cold Chisel into the US market with their 1981 East tour. He basically ignored the band, tried to change them, and even send their US release, My Turn to Cry, to radio stations wrapped in actual baby nappies. What? He then skipped a gig to attend a dog's birthday party. Cold Chisel never returned to the US. You guys missed out on Cold Chisel, but we gained a killer of a song out of the experience. Enjoy. What is this? You call that a promoter? That is like that's the anti-promoter. Wow. Well, it's true. Sadly, we missed out, and maybe the US audience didn't get to hear about him enough, but I'm listening to him now in 2026 all the way down from South America. So due to the power of the internet and people like Vicky who send requests and let me know about this music, I think it helps to keep it alive and spread it to a new audience. So here we go. I think this is my third Cold Chisel reaction ever, so I am still new to the band, and I believe at this time they were still with Jimmy Barnes as one of the singers. Okay, let's tune in. Thank you guys. Again, feel free to check out the Coffee platform or Patreon. It helps out a lot. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's go. That's Jimmy, right? Yeah. That camera. The unmistakable Jimmy Barnes vocals. That's one way to get out your anger, to produce a track like this one. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. That chorus is so catchy. You got nothing I want, you got nothing I need, over and over again. It becomes like this type of jingle, and I could picture this in like what would, I guess it would be maybe in commercials, but in like a fast, quick paced type of media that's like a bang, almost like a mic drop, and then you're gone. That's how it would work. It's so aggressive. Everything about this video, right? You can just tell that they have this bottled up and that they're trying to get it out. You know, Vicky's description said it perfectly, and now we're aware of the context here. But yeah, this is very much in your face, and gonna pause the video here. I know it's glitching out. Is it too? It's too hot for the computer. It's too powerful. The guy on the piano just kind of stomping on it, even with like a bang. You could hear those keys like so sharp, right? And Jimmy's vocals, man, he has this voice that it fits perfectly for the energy of the song. He reminds me a bit of I forget his name exactly, but the singer, probably the original of AC/DC, right? And man, I feel bad forgetting the name, but there's so many names and dates floating in my head. It's really hard to keep track. But yeah, it's got that same type of like force belting out, and it sounds like it's very raspy, like from the throat, right? And it could probably give you the female singers as well, kind of like when Linda Ronstadt goes very belty with the vocals, very aggressive. She also has like that strength and tension to her voice. It looks like the music video was filmed in like a one take, and also like one perspective. It's like a continuous footage, which is very cool because it makes it more personal. And it's awesome seeing the band at this stage because they look like I'm not gonna say like they're starting out, but they seem like it could be just a group of friends jamming out. Somebody that you could just walk by on the street, right? You don't see this as like, oh my god, they're up on a huge stage, right? On a stadium or some theater, and they're otherworldly and untouchable. No, this is like a group of guys that you could go out on a weekend and get a beer with, right? They're relatable. It makes them more human, and the fact that they're showing this emotion, right? It's not all about the praise, the glory, the love, the sadness. You got to include, anger in there as well, disappointment. It's just like, man, this guy really let them down, and he needs to hear about it. I wonder actually like what he thought about the song. I'm sure he heard it, right? His whole group, his family, stuff like that. That would be haunting. This is like bigger than an FU, because imagine having this song as like your shadow, right? Forever and ever. You're the guy that messed up, that you're in the wrong here, and now you're eternally known as Marty, the FU guy, and a terrible promoter. But either way, yeah, very nice jam here, and I don't know, I just like the movement and the camera angles, right? It's very dynamic, keeps getting close, farther away. It actually reminds me of like art school, when I used to, be a student, and it could be the building, the big windows, right? It's something that you would have seen in like one of the spaces that they have in the university. Let me see. Let me play this without sound. The electric guitar, of course, going crazy. Man, Jimmy, Jimmy and that energy. That's what I want to see in a singer. Is I just let it all out. Fierce. And you just got that old school, like, moving back and forth. Something about these videos, right? That I think people now try to do too much. And I'm serious, like some can manage to get a good balance of, like, real life footage and visual effects, whatever, a green screen, all these things that they do. But for the most part, it's like overwhelming when they put so much into a video, just to make it like seem like it's filled with information, when really you don't need it. Like, you could do it, but at the same time, watch something like this, a music video from the 1980s that works just as well. And you don't need an exaggerated budget. You literally just need the musicians. I wonder how many takes they did, but probably not too many. With somebody like this, I feel like you can just kind of nail it in a couple of tries. But yeah, this is awesome. What do the people have to say about this? God, how I wish we could go back to these days. This is what I'm saying, and I didn't even live back then, or I wasn't alive. Absolute bloody insult to only have 25k views for a masterpiece like this. This is what I'm 25k views. Well, it's got actually almost 500,000 now, but it was released in 2017, and that's why we can never really get the full picture idea, because YouTube wasn't around at the time. Imagine if they actually released this in 1986 or 87 when it came out. The accumulation of views throughout the decades, that's how we would really know, in comparison, how well those songs did. So you kind of have to just put a stop between, the traditional era and the digital era. And that's one of the things. It's like people comparing Michael Jackson and his sales to somebody popular now like Drake or Taylor Swift, right? And they're saying, oh yeah, these people have more sales, more records, and more. Michael Jackson and Cold Chisel and the Beatles didn't have social media. They didn't have YouTube and all this when they were coming out. So it's unfair, and I don't think you can match those two. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you have more suggestions, I am here for the Cold Chisel journey. So stay tuned, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.